Man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Tony B from Rainier Avenue Radio.
What's up, O?
Right now it's political season. Tony B, tell us what's going on over there at Rainier Avenue Radio, man.
Hey, thank you. We have what we're calling our community election connection as a radio station. Engage and activate 2020 for the entire month of October. That it's important that we connect youth voters, to this process. In the 2016 election, 18 to 24-year-olds were the demographic that voted the least. And so we've created a curriculum that we're going to be offering in high schools. It's five workshops, 1 hour each workshop, because for one, at 16 and 17 you can actually pre-register. At 18 you become, if you pre-register, registered to vote. But then what happens? You're expected to know all these things, and some of the things that I just mentioned: referendum, legislative, congressional. How do you find out this information? Well, it's also important. So we're going to be going to high schools, and we're going to be offering these classes virtually at high schools, where we're going to be educating youth about the who, what, where, how, and why of voting. We'll be sharing with them the candidates' offices, what these offices mean, what they do, how they should select the right candidate for them. We'll talk about barriers to voting and how voter suppression impacts the vote. We're going to talk about the history of voting, which is important to know so that you know how you got this right. And of course, the importance of local elections, the down ballot elections. We're talking about, a lot of people are talking about, Biden and Trump. It's the things that happen in your community that you have a lot of control over. And, at the end of these courses, students are going to learn how to connect their values to the electrical action and voter registration, and they'll have the skills to create change on issues in their own community. There's a lot of protests going on right now, but another part of this is important, is being able to connect what your important issues are to the electoral process to make change. And so that is critical as well. And so again, and in some instances, because a lot of times our students have to work or do childcare. And so we're actually going to be offering stipends to some students in order to take this class to help them become more informed, so it doesn't take away from what they do.
Give me the loot.
So, if there are students out there who are interested in taking these classes, you can just hit us up at RainierAvenueRadio.world. We're probably going to be in your high school if you're a South Seattle high school, definitely. So it's a couple of things. It's making sure that our community overall is informed, and then for first-time voters, we have to provide them with the information to help them become more informed voters and more educated voters, because this is about your life. This is about your future, and you could very much well say that the democracy's at stake. Y'all, when I got my voter's guide, I was like, it was the Christmas book. I was like, oh, I got my voter's guide. I can find out everything that's going on. And that's the attitude that we want to instill in our youth and in our community, because it's of such, utter importance. And your issues are germane to this process of election that we have here.
All right, Mr. Tony B, Rainier Avenue Radio, once again, the dean of the class.
So if you want to learn more about Rainier Avenue Radio, you can go to RainierAvenueRadio.world, where you can listen and hear us. We're also on Facebook, where we're streaming audio and visual, so you can listen in your car. It's RainierAvenueRadio.world.
Man, make sure you guys check out Tony B, Rainier Avenue Radio. Tony, thank you so much, man, and look forward to catching up with you soon.
Hey, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all.